Welcome back to Beyond Normal Labs. I'm Kate, and this is episode 3, the one that might change how you understand everything. Here's something that might change everything. Your thyroid medication is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's delivering T4 hormone to your bloodstream perfectly. Your doctor prescribed it correctly, you're taking it correctly. It's working. But here's what your doctor probably didn't explain. Your cells have to convert that T4 into active T3 to actually use it. T4 is the storage form. T3 is the active form, the one that actually creates energy, clarity, and metabolism. And that conversion, it requires specific raw materials that 90% of Americans are deficient in. Today, we're talking about the cellular missing link. Let's start with the biology that changes everything. When you take thyroid medication, whether it's Synthroid, levothyroxine, or any T4-based prescription, you're putting T4 hormone into your bloodstream. T4 is sometimes called the storage form of thyroid hormone. But here's the thing, T4 doesn't actually do much on its own. Your cells can't use it directly for energy or metabolism. For T4 to become useful, your cells have to convert it into T3, the active form. T3 is what actually enters your cells, powers your mitochondria, and creates the energy you feel. Here's the number that matters. 80% of the active thyroid hormone in your body comes from this cellular conversion process, not from your thyroid gland, not directly from your medication, from conversion that happens inside your cells. So when your doctor checks your TSH and says, your levels look normal, they're measuring whether the medication is getting into your bloodstream. They're not measuring whether your cells can convert it. They're not measuring whether you have the raw materials for that conversion to happen. They're measuring delivery, not utilization. This is the gap. This is why you can have perfect labs and still feel terrible. So what does your body need to convert T4 into usable T3? It needs cofactors, specific nutrients that act as the machinery for the conversion process. Without them, the conversion slows down or stalls entirely, no matter how much T4 medication you take. Let me walk you through the main ones. Selenium. This mineral is absolutely critical. The enzymes that convert T4 to T3, called deiodinases, are selenium dependent. Without adequate selenium, these enzymes can't function properly. The conversion bottlenecks. Zinc. Required for thyroid hormone to actually bind to receptors inside your cells. You can have T3 floating around, but if it can't bind to receptors, it can't do its job. Iron. Essential for an enzyme called thyroid peroxidase, which is involved in thyroid hormone production. Low iron is one of the most common, and most overlooked, contributors to persistent thyroid symptoms. Vitamin A. This one affects receptor sensitivity. Vitamin A helps your cells hear the thyroid hormone signal more clearly. B vitamins. Involved in methylation and energy production. They support the entire system that makes thyroid hormone useful. Here's the key insight. These nutrients don't work in isolation. They work together, in specific ratios, as a system. Taking one without the others is like having one spark plug in an 8-cylinder engine. Your medication is the spark, but without the fuel, without these cofactors, the spark has nothing to ignite. Now here's where it gets frustrating. You might be thinking, I eat healthy. I take a multivitamin. Shouldn't I have enough of these nutrients? The data says, probably not. According to NHANES, that's the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, the largest ongoing nutrition study in the United States, 90% of Americans are deficient in at least one thyroid critical nutrient. 90%. 15% are deficient in selenium, 12% in zinc, 9 to 16% of women are deficient in iron, and vitamin A deficiency affects over half the population when you look at optimal levels rather than just not clinically deficient. And these are averages across all Americans. For people with thyroid conditions, whose bodies are already under stress, whose digestion is often compromised, whose nutrient needs are higher, the rates are likely even worse. But here's the part that really gets me. This isn't because you're eating wrong. The food itself has changed. USDA studies comparing nutrient density in produce from the 1950s to today show that soil mineral depletion has reduced the nutritional content of our food by 40 to 80%. Your grandmother's spinach had 3 times the iron yours does. Her beef had 4 times the selenium. You're eating the same foods she ate, but getting a fraction of the nutrition. You're not failing at nutrition. The nutrition is failing you. Let me give you a picture that ties this all together. Imagine your thyroid medication as mail being delivered to your house. The postal service is working perfectly. The mail arrives every single day, right on schedule. But the mailbox is locked, and you don't have the key. More mail to a locked mailbox doesn't help. Faster delivery doesn't help. Different trucks don't help. You need the key. The cofactors, selenium, zinc, iron, vitamin A, B vitamins, they're the key. They're what unlocks the mailbox so your cells can actually receive and use what's being delivered. Your medication was arriving, but it couldn't get inside the cells to do its job. That's the cellular missing link. So what does this mean practically? First, it means your body isn't broken. You're not failing at being healthy. Your cells are simply starving for the raw materials they need to use the medication you're faithfully taking every morning. Second, it explains why all the other things you tried didn't fully work. Dose increases couldn't help because the problem wasn't delivery, it was utilization. Brand switches couldn't help for the same reason. Even diet changes, while helpful, couldn't overcome a cellular depletion that goes back decades. Third, and this is the hopeful part, it means there's something specific you can do about it. Not another vague, eat better and exercise recommendation. Not another expensive protocol. A specific, targeted nutritional foundation that addresses the actual bottleneck. Your body knows how to feel good. It just needs the raw materials to do it. Before I go, I want to recap the core insight. Your medication delivers T4. Your cells must convert T4 to T3. That conversion requires specific cofactors. 90% of people are deficient in at least one of them. And the food supply has changed so dramatically that even a healthy diet often can't close the gap. This is the mechanism. This is why you still feel exhausted despite normal labs. This is the cellular missing link. In episode 4, we're going to explore what a complete solution actually looks like. One that addresses not just cellular nutrition, but the full picture of what your thyroid needs to thrive. Spoiler, it's about more than just popping a few pills. If this episode was an aha moment for you, Share it with someone who needs to understand why they still feel terrible despite doing everything right. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you in episode 4.